Oh, he's after me, Lucky Charms. Great, more work. You know, I've been out here all day mining with the DuPont shovel, and it's just been one distraction after another. Can't get my work done because I'm too busy watching my back or collecting goodies. So now it's time for a little me time. I'm gonna get in some target practice here and see if I can knock that topebot head off of that explosive. Nailed it. And more work. That's okay. I'll squirrel it away. So on my way back to the outpost, I ran into this abandoned farmer's market, and it struck me that I don't have a shelter on this outpost. So those two are kind of small. I like this mom and pop store. So I came back with the boat, emptied all my pockets, and came back with the boat. And I'm gonna see if I can't take that big one home. Right now, I'd like to take a second to thank Yakub for his comment on my last video, and I've been fiddling with my mouse settings in Windows 10 to try to get rid of some of the shakiness. I think I'm closing in on it. Thanks, Yakub. So, first thing I'm going to do is just remove as much of the foundation as I can from the outside, and then I'll go inside and get the walls and anything that may be holding the building up off the ground. And even things placed against the walls will keep it from coming down. But I want to leave it as intact as I possibly can. These will help float it out in the water. So I'll leave them in here. I don't normally take these because I don't do anything with them. And I did bring a bunch of bubble blocks, so the parts of this I need to float, I think I can manage. I've done this a couple times, but we'll see how this one goes. Here's one I couldn't see from outside. Did I get that? I know I took a step off of that, so that should be cleared out in front. No, No, that's a border edge. Let's check that with a block. Yeah, okay, I got that underneath there. And the bottom step on the stairs will have to come out. May as well put these up on the walls so I know where they go. Like I said, I want to keep this as intact as I can, and as long as I'm taking it, I may as well take it all. That's gone. Bingo! So it was just a bag of dirt holding that whole building up. But now I should be able to get it on the lift and get it out to the water. But there's one more thing it needs. Yeah, you haven't really robbed a guy until you've taken his John, his dunny, his WC, his toilet, his bathroom, his necessary room, his throne. Oh, and speaking of John, I have to give credit to Jonathan Raymaker for the idea of moving these buildings. I was attending one of his live streams a long time ago when he was fooling around with using glow bugs to push around a big floating base. And he had a spot on an island he was going to colonize, and he'd moved a couple of buildings in there. So, thank you, Jonathan. I'm not stealing your idea, I'm just copying it because this is part of the Jonathan Raymaker architecture style. Now, at the last developers Q&A, people were asking about uh, what to expect in future updates and stuff, and they mentioned that they were going to be doing something with weather, and I don't know if that has wind or storms or lightning, or if we need to protect our stuff now, or if it's just a matter of they're going to have it rain once in a while, so we get random crop waterings. I don't know. They didn't get into it much. No, it's a porta potty. I don't think I'm going to get it to fit in here. Is that air conditioner hanging me up? Nope, there we go. Okay, and I will hop it across land because I have nothing but the boat way out here. So I'm getting close to the boat. There it is. I picked up a circuit board and a walk stake. Distractions everywhere. Distractions. I can't get anything done. I originally came out here to get metal so I could build a large chest. I'm going home with a whole building. I mean, what is this? It's a lack of focus. That's what it is. And that floats pretty good. It's got one corner that drops, but that's not bad. Not bad for a whole building. So I'll put some bubble block sheets on it here to help level it out. That way when I attach my boat to it, or it to my boat, um, it won't just tip my boat up at a weird angle. But I'm not I'm not going to get it out of the water. So after all night of fooling around trying to get this attached, I think this is the one that's going to do it. Last time I attached it, it was upside down, so you can see the kind of luck I've been having. Pull that trigger. Yeah, and this time it's pretty level. Like the long, long trailer. It doesn't look like it's moving, but it is. And I think I better turn this on. This is the outpost I want to take this to. Yeah, turn up your thrusters, buddy. And fill up my gas. Then fill up my gas tanks. And there's something wrong there. Can you figure it out? It took me about 10 minutes. There's no marker over that island. That's not where my outpost is. So, about 10 minutes later, I figured out that I'm going the wrong direction. So I will use the lift to turn it around, which reminds me of a story. There's two guys out in the woods and they're dragging a deer and come across another hunter. The hunter says, "Oh, you got a buck, huh?" He said, "Yeah, we just shot him. We're headed back to the truck now. But it sure is hard dragging him through all this brush." The other guy says, "Well, grab him by the antlers to drag him. That way his legs won't get tangled up and his fur won't be rubbed the wrong way." The other guy said, "That sounds like a good idea. We'll try that. Thanks for the tip." So they start dragging the deer by the antlers, and about half an hour later, one of them turns together. He says, "That guy was right. This is a lot easier. We're making good time." And his buddy says, "Yeah, but we're getting further away from the truck." So that's enough of that. Um, I'm gonna skip ahead a bit here and do some heavy editing on this, and I'll stop for anything interesting. Well, here's something that might be interesting. Um, know some people say that there's no collision on those rocks if you're in a boat, and I know for a fact that's wrong. I was moving one of these and got stuck on a rock. The boat went over it fine, but the building got stuck on it, and I didn't realize it. I sat there for 3 or 4 minutes before I realized I wasn't moving, and I had to get out and just lift the boat and the building off of the rock and start again. But it's not looking like we're going to get stuck here. We're still moving. And we're much closer. I'm going to go ahead and spare you the agony. Okay. It looks like we're going to squeak by on the rocks coming in. So I'll just dock the boat and come back when we're ready to put this shelter in place. Shelter in place. All right, I've got my boat disconnected from the shelter, and I'll put it away before anything else. Ready to refuel. Um, I already have a pad up here because I knew I was going back for that building. And it's 1 block high, which is exactly what I took off the base of it, the foundation of it. But I'm going to go ahead and remove all this bubble block first. Come back. And here we are next morning. And I'll need to go inside here and find a place to could have done it right on that, but I wanted some wiggle room, so I put a little stub on here to weld to. And now I can stand inside it while I'm welding it down. Get some idea of where it's placed. Instead of having to measure the building, measure the landing pad, blah blah blah. I already made sure that the bubble wrap base was big enough. I could see out the front of it. That's the way I wanted that open side to be. Let's see if you see where it is on the corners here. Come in from here. Give that a try. it's still suspended. That one block is the only thing holding it up. Kind of tight quarters back here. So I'll move it towards the craft bot just a little bit. But to get my weld point again, I'm just going to go drop it in the water and start over. That's much better. A bunch more gooder. Can't even see it though. It's all in the presentation. Bring up my drawbridge. And now I got a long process of putting the foundation back on it and painting the wood and putting everything off the walls back about where it went. But there it is. Long process. Very worth it. This is Tim Pony. Thanks for watching.